Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to take you through a fencing power sword build for the Bulwark class to help you complete those hard daily and hard weekly stratagems in Space Marine 2. To jump right into the build, we are going to start with the secondary weapon being the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. And to jump right into the perk tree, we are going to start with the first perk being Plasma Collection. This weapon's energy reserve is increased by 20%. Moving over to Rapid Cooling after killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, this weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. After that, we are going to take another Plasma Collection, increasing the energy reserve of this weapon by 20% into Divine Might. Damage increases by 10%. Next, into Great Might. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. Following that, we're going to take another Plasma Collection, increasing the energy reserve of this weapon by 20%. And then we're going to take Perpetual Velocity. Shots charge 20% faster. After that, we're going to take Efficient Charge. Charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy. And finally, we're going to take Perfect Cooling. After a perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. The main reason we're taking the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol is for CHP recovery. This weapon is extremely good at recovering contested health. And with the Rate of Fire variant, it charges up very quickly and is able to get our CHP back in a very efficient manner. Moving into the melee weapon, we are going to be taking that fencing power sword. And to start off the perk tree, we are going to start with Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%, moving into Master of Defense. After switching sword combat style, you take 20% less range damage for 5 seconds. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Following that, we're going to take another Perpetual Strength into Tranquility. While in a power roll stance, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. After that, we're going to take Melee Onslaught. This weapon deals 10% more melee damage. And next is going to be Hard Target. While performing a light combo, you take 15% less range damage. And we're going to stack that with Kill Streak. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession with a light combo, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back for 5 seconds. Cooldown is 10 seconds. We're also going to be stacking Fencing Blade on that. Speed style combo length increases from 4 to 5 strikes. And moving into Cutting Edge. Power Rake deals 50% more melee damage. In the Relic tier, we are also going to be taking Extremist Slayer. Melee damage against Extremist level enemies increases by 15%. Majora Slayer. Melee damage against Majora's level enemies increases by 10%. And finally finishing it off with Speed Restoration. Speed style attacks restore 100% more contested health. This fencing power sword is going to be really, really good, especially with its ability to create gun strikes. And then with some of the perks we're taking, especially Tranquility and Kill Streak, we are going to be having that no knockback feature constantly available for the Bulwark, which is going to just increase our tankiness overall, increase our ability to not be knocked back, and just create an overall better build to be able to withstand a lot of oncoming heavy attacks from Majora's level enemies, Extremist level enemies, and even Terminus level enemies. For the actual perk tree, we are going to be starting off the perk tree with Intimidating Aura. A perfectly timed parry deals area of effect damage with a 5-meter radius. Cooldown is 5 seconds. And frankly, Intimidating Aura is just a busted perk. Being able to parry, deal area of effect damage, and deal damage to our target that we are parrying is just so busted. This perk overall, whenever you can take this perk, makes you almost invincible, especially when you do get those perfect parries off. After that, we're going to take Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 25% less range damage. And then we are going to be taking Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you take 30% less health damage. For the team perk, we are going to be taking Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. And also, this perk, as a team perk for Bulwark, is pretty busted. Every 30 seconds, you're regenning 1 armor segment. Armor in this game is one of the best features, especially paired with no knockback, to be able to keep you alive, because whenever you have any armor available, basically armor in this game reduces any melee attack to 0 and does not affect your health damage whatsoever. So whenever you have any armor up, you are going to be able to take incoming melee attacks and be able to regen that armor every 30 seconds. For the gear perks, we're going to start off with Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies within its area of effect. This basically turns your banner into a shot grenade, and it's going to deal significant damage to Minoris, Majoris, Extremis, and even chunk off pretty significant damage on Terminus level enemies. And We are also going to be taking Invigorating Icon. When the banner is activated, all squad members are getting maximum contested health, but it recharges 50% slower. This is essentially the #1 healing perk in Space Marine 2. This is going to regen all of your contested health, and if you are able to get an execution off, it is going to give you full health back. And also, whenever you're able to pop this next to a teammate with low health, you're going to be able to get all of their health back as well. Especially with taking the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, when you pop Invigorating Icon next to a teammate who's maybe doing an execution, and then you can fire off your Rate of Fire Plasma, you're both going to be able to regen all of your health essentially all at once. And for the last gear perk, we're going to take Inspiration. All squad members within the banner's area of effect deal 20% more damage. For the signature perk, we're going to take Armored Advance. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back, which is only going to stack with those no knockback perks on our Fencing Power Sword, and just give us more tankiness overall. So essentially, the Bulwark is going to have no knockback at all times. For the Prestige perks, we're going to start off with Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your secondary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. Into Overcharge, charge attack damage increases by 20%. This also works with the Power Rake mechanic for the Power Sword, so very powerful overall. And then Masterful Defense. Ability charge is restored by 1% for every blocked ranged attack. So this counts for Terminators with Soul Reaper cannons who are firing on you. It counts for Enraged Devourers, Enraged Tyranid Devourers when they are firing on you, keeping your shield up, being able to regen your ability charge for your banner. So basically, you're going to be able to constantly pop banners, even with the 50% reduction on Invigorating Icon to charge up your banner. Having Masterful Defense is just going to be able to get our banner back quicker and be able to get it off more frequently. And then lastly, we're going to take Standard Bearer. When Chapter Banner activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. So that is the overall build for the Fencing Power Sword for the Bulwark. Very strong build overall. Very fun to play with. If you guys like the video, then like the damn video. If you guys like content like this, make sure you subscribe for more. And here's some content and some gameplay of me running this build on one of the daily hard stratagems. So I hope you enjoy.
Rally and relocate, brothers. Close ranks and hunker down. Tyranid and scatter. Ammunition expended. Tunnel towards our position. That silenced the Tyranid's vile chittering. The Imperial revives. Waste nothing, brothers.
lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Dragon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Confirmed, Magos. Approaching the lift now. This galaxy is not yours. Books of fire. That is heretical behavior.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Perhaps we can disorient the beast if we reposition frequently.
Transport lift status incorrect. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Wait out the lift while rotating positions. Inserting fresh measures.
Ignoral Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Something's amiss with Servo Skull.
Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am... Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Place your faith in Magos Gallio, brothers.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Mere words of a reprogrammed Servo Skull, nothing more.
Gallia knows nothing. Shadow. And its myriad secrets. I do.
Encounter the Servo Skull malfunction by this Magos said to ignore the Servo Skull. By the Emperor. We will get our chance at it, brothers.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malformed disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with belief recalls my remaining skill. Be warned, Meridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against the world, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servant skull as a mouthpiece. I give her one zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Adrian has failed, and she will continue to fail. My position. We cannot backtrack. it. The swarm follows.
Astartes, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munitions should be nearby.
Heroes writhe and burn in their own fetid trench.
Melter charge source, brothers. Onwards, brothers, towards the objective.
Without Ignoalmetrian, you would all be dead by now.
Proceed to checkpoint. No forward foot can withstand us. Keep going forward.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrium cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to theories of soft tissue. Remember, means efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stay on corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you go. I must drag you back into the light.
Magos Gallia, I hereby order you to turn your weapons on.
No going back, brothers.
Behold the truth of my faults. I am but a humble brain, patched into a mining facility, and nothing more. What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Gallia or the Imperium, even if I should.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command tower. Stand firm. I expect her to rout Xenos to assault your locus.
Dig in and defend! at coordinates. Dig in and defend!
Reignite the generator with a new power cell.
Perhaps we ought to deploy with a technique in the future.
I beseech you, Galileo, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good cross. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the might proves, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Despite your stolen tech waste, you must still face the Emperor's justice.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
Success! Connection is no more.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian. Before you flash, the deeper you set our hooks. These tender thoughts of Astarte's flesh have accomplished nothing, Galileo. My imagination is already achieving my desires. You are fools. Silence! Viridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Failed at all. Confirmed. We have the mind mapping.
Pilot, Viridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
Changing magazine. Follow me through.
Rarely do operations have a clean exit.
This storm is unrelenting. Rearming. Take all you can carry. Perfect timing. Not this Honor our captain, Honor!
There's no going back, brothers.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination running about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances. And Metrium's meddling code. I got vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Meridian will eliminate the Trigon. Concentrate firepower on the brakes in his chitin plating.
Locate melter charges and cauterize the high tunnels.